Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The running game will be a focus today. The Bills are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Colts team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
Thank you, Larry. Winter just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go to Michael again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here's Luck. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff. It's Christine Michael. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Play action. It's locked. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. give. Michael running left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 10 yards still left on second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They run again with Michael. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Michael with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll try Michael on the right side. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll bring up a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
They're going to look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Seven yards remaining here on third down.
Check. All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Locke. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try and run for it with Michael. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now a give. It's Michael. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right near the 39. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's into the clear. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Love finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Off of play action, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's Luck now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on second down is Luck. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing is Luck. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, here's Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. Luck now to throw. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing again is Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Counter, here's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard, Detroit, over.
Here's a give to Jones running left. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Again, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. A good pickup there at 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
From the gun, here's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. On first down, it's Luck. That is caught at the 7. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 5-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Luck. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Shaq Lawson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Look at
A give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Watch left, tight end to the left, tight end left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. The give is to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run it here with Michael. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. On the ground, it's Michael. And he spins through, and he gets it down to the 32. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down following the run.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Here's Jones. They find some open field here. He's at the 30, the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun. Luck. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And this one through the uprights and good. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down throw, Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Second down now after the sack. On the run, this is Michael. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They get 25 yards out of that one. Luck on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On the carry, Michael. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. Here's Luck. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far. The
offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Play fake to Turbin. Now Luck. And he fires one, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Luck. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll run it with Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the...